Hey guys, it's Sam with 2Ms and welcome to this MYXclusive interview. In just a bit, I'll be having a very special guest who will be joining me. He is an artist who definitely brings the vibe and whose music has now been streamed more than 2 billion times over various platforms. Let us sink in, guys. 2 billion times. And he recently put out an addicting collaboration with Rich Brian called Edamame. So we'll be talking about that and also how he's been going through everything, in life nowadays. So everyone, please welcome to MYXclusive, Baby No Money. Woo!
Hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us today. It's
No, thanks
so
for having
exciting
me
to
on
have you
board.
here. Of course, we're so excited to have you because it's our first time having you here on MYXclusive. How have you been, Alex? How's life these days for you?
I'm pretty good. I'm at a cabin right now with
Oh wow.
a couple of my friends in a mountain.
Mhm, mhm,
So we're just kind of relaxing. I went into the lake
mhm.
today. I was suntanning. It was a pretty nice day,
Wow.
honestly. It was kind of
Mhm,
unfortunate. My
mhm,
management team, they were like, "Yo,
mhm,
you need to do this. You need to do this," and I was like, "I
mhm,
just want to
mhm.
relax for 5 minutes." But yeah, I'm good. I'm here with my
Mhm,
girlfriend and a bunch of good friends,
mhm,
and yeah,
mhm.
so having a good time nonetheless. And obviously,
Oh.
wearing masks, staying precautious, got
Mhm.
the vaccine, trying to get
Oh
back to normal
wow.
life, but
Mhm.
it's kind of difficult, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't life
Um,
difficult? Yeah.
yeah, life is difficult for sure.
Yeah.
Um, but
For sure.
but
Mhm.
yeah, how are you?
Yeah.
How's things on your
I'm
side?
good. Well, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit difficult to go out nowadays here in the Philippines, but it's still moving forward to a lot of people getting vaccinated too. So hopefully, we all
Hmm.
kind of move towards, kind of the quote unquote normal life, like what even is normal life nowadays. But it's good to hear that you're, taking your time too, relaxing and all of that. So thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to join us here on Mix to talk about your music, and we're so excited to have you here because we know, like, it's so difficult to do anything nowadays, especially like with work and like everything else that we
Hmm.
have going on. So how has it been for you, like music wise, making music these days? Like, I can imagine, like, with all the ups and downs of life, right? How has it been for you recently?
Yeah, I mean, for a while, especially when
Hmm.
COVID was like, you know, March last year, for
Yeah.
about 5 or 6 months, I had like kind of close to no inspiration whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then, I was writing here and there, but nothing was really sticking. Nothing was like
Hmm.
interesting, in my opinion. Um,
Hmm.
so I had like a bunch of music saved and I was releasing it. But as
Hmm.
of, I would say about like 2, 3 months ago, I just started
Hmm.
making more music again, and it's just been
Hmm.
so much better. Um,
Yeah.
I don't really know why. I feel like it could just be like me getting bored of making bad music. I don't know,
Oh.
but all I know for a fact is it's been a little bit, I would say, like uncomfortable writing music, because typically I write music
Mm.
after I get inspiration of doing something like with regards
Yeah.
to my musical career, and like,
Mhm.
let's say I do a show and it's like sold out and it was crazy. I have like
Mhm.
a lot of inspiration. I don't necessarily need to
Yeah.
write about that show or like the experience, but
Mhm.
like, yeah, I wouldn't have that. So
Mhm.
it was kind of hard to just make cool stuff. But at the same
Mhm.
time, like, being an artist, you got to find inspiration from other things. And
Mhm.
now I'm back on track, clearly, because
Mhm.
Edamame is going off globally and it's sick.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect it to be this popular, but it's doing
Really?
great. Yeah, no,
Oh
not.
my
I mean, like,
god.
I don't think you can ever
Mhm.
really know, because
Well,
like
that's true.
a
Yeah.
lot of, yeah, because like
Mhm.
for instance,
Mhm.
like La La La. Like, I
Mhm.
remember driving to get a breakfast sandwich
Mhm.
with the producer,
Mhm.
and we were like, how much, or I was like, how much do you think realistically the song is going
Mhm.
to get played? And
Mhm.
he was like, probably 25 to 30 million, about, 30 million, that's it. And it
Yeah.
legitimately has like, across plenty of platforms, and
Mhm.
like not including like our videos, it has
Yeah.
like a billion views.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
more than no, no, like 10 billion views.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
outrageous.
Yeah.
So you never really know what can happen,
Mhm.
especially with the internet nowadays and like TikTok. Like
Mhm.
it can just make
That's true.
shit pop like crazy. So
Yeah.
it's interesting.
That is so true. Like, I mean, life, right? With anything in life, you can never really expect these things to happen. But I think that's like the beauty of it. You don't really expect it to happen. And
Yeah,
it's
for
like,
sure.
whoa, this is a little bit wild. Like, people all around the world, not just like where you're from, but literally everywhere are so obsessed with the song. Like I was saying, it's so addicting. Like, even just the first 5 seconds when you say like clang clang, like I was just like, oh my God, like I can't. Like, it's already, everyone is like hooked from that point like onwards already. So like obviously it's you and for edamame it's you and Rich Ryan. So how did this like collaboration between the two of you actually come about? Like how did you guys link up for this one?
So when he made the Tokyo Drift freestyle,
Yeah.
I reached out to him. I was like, "Yo, man,
Mhm.
like that's great. Like it was a banger. You made a banger.
Mhm.
Like congrats. Like this is sick." And he was like, "Yeah,
Mhm.
you should do one." And then I ended up doing one, and then we ended up just kind of texting back and forth. And that was about a
Mhm.
year and a bit ago. And then I was just in LA, and I wrote Edamame most of the song.
Mhm.
And then I
Mm.
sent it to him, and I was like, "You want to jump on it?" And he was like, "Sure."
Yeah.
And that was it. That was
Oh,
like pretty much it. And then we came
wow.
to the studio and we recorded it, and
Yeah.
we were just chilling,
Mhm.
and we got dinner that night. And then I was like, "Yo, do you want to do a music video in night suits?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Bet." And that was that. The music video was done, song was done, and it's it's interesting because like making
Mhm.
videos and making music
Mhm.
is like pretty simple sometimes. Uh,
Yeah.
but like there might be like a cool intricate. I wish I had a cool intricate plan
Mhm.
or like a story to tell you, but it was really just
Mhm.
that. And Rich Brian's a
Mhm.
really great guy. He's super nice,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
um, it came together well. And we're
Mhm.
friends, and yeah, it was
Mhm.
just fun nonetheless.
No, yeah, I love that. I mean, that is an interesting story because usually it's not always that easy. You know what I mean? It kind of takes a lot of like things to go on. But for you guys, it came very like naturally and organically and just went with it. And I love Rich Ryan too. We've had him on the show. Very nice dude. I can definitely
Yeah,
imagine it. Like he's like, kind of like easygoing too. He's just kind of like, okay, let's just do this. And I love that you guys are able to link up for Edamame because like such a great song, like I keep saying. And you said that you actually wrote most of the song already before you even asked him to get on the
yeah.
track. So like what is this song really about? When I was like listening to the song, it's like so crazy addictive and there's so many parts like you know what I mean? Like but what is the song like actually about? Where did it come from? Like how did you come up with
Uh, you know,
it?
I don't know. I don't have
Yeah.
an answer for you on this one because none of my music really has any. There's a couple songs that are like
Mhm.
stories, but like
Mhm.
no. Like
Mhm.
I just remember standing behind Diamond Pistols and being like, balls hanging low while
Yeah.
I pop a bottle off a yacht. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
he was like, go record that. That sounds fire. And then I was like, let's
Yeah.
do something like, well, let's do Automatopoeia because not many musicians, rappers, vocalists
Yeah.
like write with Automatopoeia. And it's like,
Yeah,
why
yeah.
not be like Kling Klang? And it costs a lot.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I've done it before, and actually the last time I
Mhm.
did it, it popped off. I can't remember specifically what it was, but I just remember me putting onomatopoeia, and the song actually did pretty well. So maybe I'm just gonna start doing more onomatopoeia. And uh, it is onomatopoeia, right? It's like when the
Yeah, yeah.
sound. Yeah,
When
okay,
the
yeah.
sound, yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that was pretty much it. And I just like wrote those
Mhm.
bars, and then
Mhm.
the song is kind of done.
Mhm.
I did the main beginning and then the whoa oh
Yeah.
that part, and then
Mhm.
I did all my parts, and then we had them like in line going from like
Mhm.
start to finish type thing, and then I sent the song to Brian, and then Brian like duplicated the parts and he just wrote a bunch of bars, and I was like, oh, I
Mhm.
only wanted you to write like a verse, like a small. And then he was like, "Oh, my bad, bro." And I was like, "Doesn't matter. We'll keep you on both. Who cares?" And
Yeah.
I think it honestly complimented the song a little bit because like
Mhm.
if it was just one small verse of him, it like wouldn't
Mhm.
have done him enough justice. So I'm glad that
Mm-hmm.
he ended up recording two verses because it made the song a little bit more epic for sure. Um,
Yeah, for sure.
but
Yeah,
yeah, I mean that's how the song came to life, and I don't
Mhm.
have a clue what the song's about.
I
There
love
is
that. I
there,
mean,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that's the beauty of it. I feel like it's just, it's like music. And I love that you're able to kind of incorporate all of these things like the onomatopoeia, obviously. I can't wait to, I mean, like, it's so good. Like, it's one of the things that, like, has really stood out to a lot of people, too. Like, when I was reading the comments on the music video, they're like, oh, I can't get over this cling clang. Like, this is literally the part for me. And also, like, it's so cool that you guys were able to work on it together, given everything that's been going on. But also the music video too, like you guys were like in night costumes and all of that. So what was that like? Like, is that really uncomfortable? Like, I'm trying to imagine like what was that like for you guys? Like, was it
It was
hard? Was it hot?
so okay. So the whole time I was just like blown away with. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I know if you were a knight and you were like ranked up enough, you were on a horse. And
Yeah,
if you were
yeah.
on a horse, you could be in this outfit that would obviously make
Mm-hmm.
you a little bit more impervious to swords and
Yeah,
stuff. But at the
yeah.
same time, literally any movement in that
Mm.
outfit would be at least 20 times more difficult than
Oh, really?
like yeah, like
Yeah.
so there's one scene where we're holding not the horses, the dogs, and
Yeah, yeah.
if you check that scene and you like go back to a bunch of the shots in that scene when we like clip back to it. If you go to that scene, interesting
Mm-hmm.
enough, Brian's like feet holster
Mm-hmm.
thingy was like so jammed, it was like jammed onto his foot. He couldn't move. So if you
No
notice
way.
that shot, he literally is just standing there and he
Yeah,
can't move
yeah.
because he can't walk. But if you
Mm-hmm.
but like no one would have noticed it unless I just told him about it. But like if you go and check it out, it's actually
Mm-hmm.
interesting because he's just like stationary, and then you won't be able to tell because the camera movement goes back and forth. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like, yeah, I don't know. It was very, 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 very heavy, and I had like purple bruises on my shoulders for like
Oh,
3 days
no
afterwards.
way.
Yeah, it was like 200 pounds, like terrible,
Oh my
ridiculously
god.
stupid technology, but it was really fun because we were both in it. We were both
Yeah,
in pain, so it was
yeah.
fun. Yeah,
That's comforting. You're both suffering together in those
yeah,
200-pound like night suits. And imagine like they had to like fight in those things before. So props to the knights of the past, being able to
yeah,
do all
absolutely.
of that stuff. But for you guys, yeah, it looked like so much fun in the music video. It wasn't obvious at all that you guys were going through all of that, which I love even more now. It makes me love the music video even more now. And to everyone watching, if you haven't yet, make sure to check out the music video for Edamame by bbno, and of course Rich Ryan. Also stream it obviously online too. But there's so many exciting things happening for you. You're going on tour very soon, in October and November, and going all around. So how does it feel? Like, how excited are you to get back out there and see everyone and finally be playing shows for real on a tour?
I mean, it feels great.
Mhm.
I just don't know if it feels great. You know what I mean? Like with
Yeah.
COVID and everything still being
Mhm.
around, like
Mhm, mhm.
it's less than ideal. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna make all my shows like vaccine only, and
Oh,
because
okay.
I don't really want it on my conscience. Like if someone comes and like like let's
Mhm.
say like the kids staying with their grandparents and
Mhm.
they're like
Oh
not
yeah.
necessarily anti-vaxxers, but they're not vaccinated, and then
Mhm.
he is, and then he brings it back, and then
Mhm.
it's like it's just making a messy situation out of everything. I understand that like
Yeah.
a lot of people may or may not come due to that
Mhm.
me being like it's vaccine only, but at the
Mhm.
same time, like what can you do, right? Like
Mhm.
the vaccine was literally just FDA approved, so
Mhm.
I mean Pfizer at least, um,
Yeah.
and it's like I don't know. I'm
Mhm.
really excited to get back on a tour. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
trying
for
to.
sure.
I mean, I'm on live right now, so I might as well like tell people to go get the vaccine because, truthfully,
Yeah.
we all want to go back to doing normal people shit. But maybe
Mhm.
this is normal life now. Who knows? I
Mhm.
was just driving home a couple
Mhm.
days ago, and I saw this bus that was like, "Do you want to work out safe? Do you want to work out alone? Are you
Mhm.
worried about COVID? Are you immunocompromised?" And it was like, "Work out at this gym." And I was like, "Shit, is this like no, like normal life now?" Like,
Yeah.
and it was kind of like a daunting realization that like this might be here for a very long time, and we
Yeah.
might have to, get booster shots every
Mhm.
couple of years. And
Mhm. Mhm.
it's unfortunate that this is the reality that we live in, but it's like we're
Mhm.
all like not necessarily suffering through it, but like suffering through it, and it's like we all need to work
Mhm.
together as a whole globe slash world slash population. We're all humans, right? So we
Mhm.
all gotta do our service and go get the fucking vaccine and get back to normal.
Yes. I
Yeah.
wholeheartedly agree. Especially, for us to able to enjoy stuff like concerts, obviously, and like to be able to do like normal people stuff that we all used to experience. I feel like that's a really important step for everyone, not just like where you are, where I am, but everyone all around the world. So if you're watching this, guys, and you haven't gotten vaccinated, this is your sign to get
Mm.
vaccinated and do it so that we can enjoy things like obviously concerts in the future. But thank you so much, Baby No Money, for joining us on a mix today. But before I do let you go, I'm sure your Filipino fans would love to see you one day, obviously, on our side of the world. So do you have a message to everyone who's been supporting your music, but also can't wait to see you when the time is right for when you come to the Philippines?
Yeah, I mean, whenever the time is right, I'd like
Mhm.
it, as soon as I get booked for a show in the Philippines, I'm out there. Like
Mhm.
I've done America, I've toured America, but I would
Mhm.
love to see more of the world. So
Mhm.
as soon as I'm booked, you guys will know, and I hope to see every single
Mhm.
person there. But in the
Mhm.
meantime, I got my album coming out in about a month, and hopefully that's the drop date. I don't really know, but it's a good album. I promise you, it's a good album. I'm excited for everyone
Mhm.
to hear it, and
Mhm.
yeah, keep listening and keep streaming. That's about it.
Yes. There you go. So we can't wait for the album. We can't wait for that. But we also can't wait for, yeah, when you're able to come here, I promise you it's going to be an epic show. We love, we just love concerts here and we love to party. So we can't wait to have
Yeah.
you on our side of the world. And for now, everyone watching, make sure to stream Edamame by Baby No Money. And also, Rich Brian's available on multiple digital streaming platforms. And check out its music video on YouTube. But thank you so much, Alex, for joining us here on
No, thanks for having me
MYXclusive
on.
today. And enjoy the rest of your whole cabin life going on. And thank you as well to everyone who tuned in. Once again, this has been Sam with 2 M's and Baby No Money. Thanks, you guys.